I will read out from the book Where There Is Light, Chapter 2, Strength in Times of Adversity. Everything the Lord has created is to try us, to bring out the buried soul immortality within us. That is the adventure of life, the one purpose of life. And everyone's adventure is different, unique. You should be prepared to deal with all problems of health, mind, and soul by common sense, methods, and faith in God, knowing that in life or death your soul remains unconquered. Never let life beat you down. Beat life. If you have a strong will, you can overcome all difficulties. Affirm even in the midst of trials. Danger and I were born together, and I am more dangerous than danger. This is a truth you should always remember, apply it, and you will see that it works. Don't behave like a crying mortal being. You are a child of God. Many people are afraid of life's problem. I have never feared them, for I have always prayed, Lord, may thy power increase in me, keep me in the positive consciousness that with thy help I can always overcome my difficulties. Since you are made in God's image, to believe that your tastes are more difficult than your divinity is powerful to overcome them is to believe in an untruth. Remember, no matter what your tastes are, you are not too weak to fight. God will not suffer you to be tempted more than you are able to bear. Saint Francis had more troubles than you could imagine, but he didn't give up. One by one, by the power of mind, he overcome those obstacles and became one with the master of universe. Why shouldn't you have that kind of determination? Use every trial that comes to you as opportunity to improve yourself. When you are passing through the difficulties and tests of life, you usually become rebellious. Why should this happen to me? Instead, you should think of every trial as a pickaxe with which to dig into the soil of your consciousness and release the fountain of spiritual strength that lies within. Each test should bring out the hidden power that is within you as a child of God, made in His image. To fly away from problems may seem the easiest solution, but you gain strength only when you wrestle with a strong opponent. One who doesn't have difficulties is one who doesn't grow. A life without problems would be no life at all, with no incentive to improve ourselves and develop our divine potential. To be a conqueror of self is to be truly victorious. To conquer our circumscribed consciousness and expand our spiritual powers without limit, you can go as far as you want to go past all limitations and live a supremely victorious existence. Break out of the mental cell of ignorance that has you confined. Think differently. With the thought sword of wisdom, destroy the thought cords that bind you. Life is a battle, and you must fight to win it. Who can stop you from thinking you are a god. No one, you are your only obstructions. You must cease to think you are a mortal being if you would find lasting happiness. Practice this truth in your daily life. Smile at the world with a smile from within. Learn to be happy at will and to hold on to that happiness within, no matter what happens. Some people are absolutely crushed by their taste. Others smile on in spite of their difficulties. Those who are unconquered in spirit are the real successes in life. When my trials become very great, I first seek understanding in myself. I don't blame circumstances or try to correct anybody else. I go inside first. I try to clean the citadel of my soul to remove anything that obstructs the soul's all powerful, all wise expression. That is the successful way to life. That is the successful way to live. So I again I'm just reading this portion. I go inside first. I try to clean the citadel of my soul to remove anything that obstructs the soul's all powerful, all wise expression. That is the successful way to live. Travel and disease have a lesson for us. Our painful experiences are not meant to destroy us, but to burn out our draws to hurry us back home. No one is more anxious for our release than God. The smoke screen of delusion has come between us and God, and He is sorry that we have lost sight of Him. He is not happy seeing His children suffer so much, dying from falling bombs, terrible diseases, and wrong habits of living. He regrets it, for He loves us and wants us back. If only you would make the effort at night to meditate and be with Him. He thinks of you so much you are not forsaken. It is you who have forsaken yourself. When you use life's experiences as your teacher and learn from them the true nature of the world and your part in it, those experiences become valuable guides to eternal fulfillment and happiness. In a sense, misery is your best friend because it starts you seeking God. When you begin to see clearly the imperfection of the world, you will begin to seek the perfection of God. The truth is that God is using evil not to destroy us, but to make us disillusioned with His toys, with the playthings of this world, so that we might seek Him. Again, I'm reading this portion. The truth is that God is using evil not to destroy us, but to make us disillusions with His toys, with the playing things, with the playthings of this world, so that we might seek Him. Gloom is but the shade of Divine Mother's hand, outstretched caressingly. Don't forget that. Sometimes, when the mother is going to caress you, a shadow is caused by her hand before it touches you. So, when trouble comes, don't think that she is punishing you. Her hand overshadowing you holds some blessings as it reaches out to bring you nearer to her. Suffering is a good teacher. Suffering is a good teacher to those who are quick and willing to learn from it, but it is become a tyrant to those who resist and resent. Suffering can teach us almost everything. Its lesson urge us to develop discrimination, self control, non attachment, morality, and transcendent spiritual consciousness. For example, a stomachache tells us not to eat too much and to watch what we eat. The pain from loss of possessions or loved ones reminds us of the temporal nature of all things in this world of delusion. The consciousness of wrong actions impel us to exercise discrimination. Why not learn through wisdom? Then you don't subject yourself to unnecessary painful discipline from the hard taskmaster of suffering. Suffering is caused by the misuse of free will. God has given us the power to accept Him or reject Him. He doesn't want us to counter rules, but will not interfere when we choose actions that lead to misery. All the causes of ill health or sudden financial failure or other troubles that come upon you without warning and without your knowing why were created by you in the past, in this or in previous incarnations, and have been silently germinating in your consciousness. Don't blame God or anyone else if you are suffering from disease, financial problems, emotional upsets. You created the cause of the problem in the past and must make a great determination to uproot it now. Too many people misinterpret the meaning of karma. Adopting a fatalistic attitude, you do not have to accept karma. If I tell you that somebody is standing behind you ready to hurt you because you once hit him, and you meekly say, well, it is my karma, and wait for him to strike you, of course you will get a blow. Why don't you try to mollify him by pacifying him? You may lessen his bitterness and remove his desire to strike you. The effect of your actions have much less power to hurt you when you do not allow the mind to give into them. Remember that you can also resist by counteracting the bad effects of past wrong actions with good effects set in motion by present right actions, thus preventing the creation of an environment favorable to the fruition of your bad karma. When you realize yourself as a child of God, what karma have you? God has no karma, and you have none. When you know you are His child, every day you should affirm, I am not a mortal being, I am not the body, I am a child of God. That is practicing the presence of God. God is free from karma. You are made in His image. You also are free from karma. Let nobody tell you your suffering or problems are your karma. You, the soul, have no karma. Shankara said, I am one with spirit, I am he. If you realize this truth, you are a god. But if you keep mentally affirming, I am a god, and in the background of your mind you are thinking, but it seems I am a mortal being, you are a mortal being. If you know you are a god, you are free. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you. If you can clarify, and expand your mind through meditation and receive God in your consciousness, you too will be free from the delusion of disease, limitation, and death. If you want to rise above karma, try to realize these three truths. When the mind is strong and the heart is pure, you are free. It is the mind that connects you with pain in the body. When you think pure thoughts are mentally strong, you cannot suffer the painful effects of evil karma. This is something very cheerful. I have found in subconsciousness sleep, you are free. When you are in ecstasy, identified with God, you have no karma. This is why the saint says, pray unceasingly. When you continuously pray and meditate, you go into the land of super consciousness where no troubles can reach you. You can be free from karma right now by these methods. Whenever karmic troubles plague you, go to sleep or think pure thoughts and make the mind like steel, saying to yourself, I am above it all, or best of all, in deep meditation, go into the divine state of super consciousness. The bliss of that consciousness is the natural state of your soul, but you have forgotten your real nature by being so long identified with the body. That untroubled, blissful state of the soul has to be reacquired. The soul's nature as individualized spirit is bliss, a lasting inner state of ever new, ever changing joy. This bliss eternally gives unfailing joy to one who attains it. Even when he is passing through trials of physical sufferings or death, materials, remedies, medicines, physical comforts, human consolation have their place in helping to remove pain, but the greatest remedy is the practice of Kriya Yoga and the affirmation that you are one with God. This is the cure all for every trouble, pain, and bereavement, the way to freedom from all individual and mass karma. Now, I will read out affirmations. I know that God's power is limitless, and as I am made in His image, I too have the strength to overcome all obstacles. Dear Father, whatever conditions comfort me, I know that they present the next step in my unfoldment. I will welcome all tests because I know that within me is the intelligence to understand and the power to overcome. Next video, I will again mm, read out some other chapters which will inspire you and overcome many problems of your life. So today I end uh, this session. Mm, Thank you to all who are hearing me. God bless you.